75 years ago, Operation Market Garden took place during World War II. Unfortunately, the operation failed. However, it did succeed in liberating Dutch cities and towns, including Valkenswaard. Operation Market Garden was split into two sections, Market being an airborne assault to seize key bridges, and Garden being a ground attack moving across the bridges as they were secured. My great-uncle, Walter Ackers, unfortunately paid the ultimate price during the operation at Valkenswaard and lost his life at the young age of 22 along with 15,000 others. Walter was a guardsman who served for the Irish Guards as a crew member of a tank. During the race to reach Arnhem, 9 tanks of the Irish Guard were ambushed in the first minutes on the road towards Valkenswaard.
They knocked 9 of them out, like bang, 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 like that. I remember it quite well.
We were invited over to Valkenswaard in Holland for the 75th anniversary of their liberation by historian Raimondo Bogaars, who my father had previously communicated with, to celebrate the successful liberation of Valkenswaard and to remember those who gave their lives for the cause. Raimondo has already published a book about the stories of Valkenswaard, for which Walter's photo was used on the front cover. We caught the Eurotunnel over to Calais and drove through France and Belgium en route to Valkenswaard. Firstly, we took to the road and visited Arnhem due to its significance during the operation, especially the famous Arnhem Bridge, well known as the Bridge Too Far. We also visited the Arnhem Cemetery, known as the Airborne Cemetery, a museum to learn about the stories and those who lost their lives. Earlier on, some of my family were walking into Valkenswaard to see the town for the first time with a British flag. Unknown to them, there was a huge parade of Allied vehicles from which a three-tonner saw their flag and offered them a lift into town, where thousands lined the streets. The funniest thing of all being that they were picked up from the spot where Uncle Walter was killed. Raimondo was holding an exposition in town, which we took as an opportunity to finally meet him, and to have a look around at the impressive exposition he was holding. There was a drive sprocket of one of the 9 tanks from the Irish Guards of which Walter was on board. The night before the 75th anniversary, we were invited along with the veterans and other relatives of guests to a Theatre de Hofnar in the centre of town for dinner and an evening of entertainment. It was a fabulous evening, and as per our whole trip, the Dutch looked after us immensely.
To our liberation, to your help, enjoy the evening. Cheers.
We found out that Raimondo's father actually adopted Walter's grave, taking care of it throughout the year through their amazing war cemetery adoption program. Every aspect of the night was of class. But then, time stops. the harsh consequences and reality of war comes to light. We reflect on their sacrifices, we appreciate them, and we always remember. Everyone has a story, and these deserve to be heard, to be passed on through generations, and to be appreciated. The selfless acts these men performed shall not be forgotten, and it is wonderful to see that the people of Valkenswaard share these values. Valkenswaard War Cemetery has more than 220 graves of Commonwealth soldiers who died during the liberation of Holland. 6 of these being unknown Irish Guards, but all between the ages of 18 and 39 years old. Thank you, Valkenswaard. I hope we'll meet again. Please see the credits in the description for some of the historic footage we have used in this video, but please do ensure you have a look at the links to the work that Raimondo and others have been doing over in Valkenswaard with regards to those who were involved in the battle.